Hi friends, welcome to Crafting and Relaxing. This is Sarah. I really appreciate you joining me. You may have heard me say before that I call you my friend if you take the time to watch my video. So brand new or not, you're a friend, you're in, and you're part of the Crafting and Relaxing family. And I really appreciate it. I had no idea that my channel would grow like it's growing, and I am honored that you guys come to my craft room to see what's going on and join me. So this is a weekend update, kind of a scattered video, so if you were looking for some sort of amazing wisdom about crafting, you might want to try somebody else. But in these videos, I like to show you what I'm working on, especially stuff that I might not make another video on. So first, you may have seen on Instagram yesterday, I made some die cut butterflies, a star. There's a heart somewhere. The star is small because, oh, here's the heart. I just ran out. I should have made more. I had a specific project in mind when I started this, and I didn't use it for this. I was planning it for this. If you haven't seen me make these before, the reason I'm showing you this packaging, that's what they're made out of. I take paint in the color of my choice, whatever paper I'm working with, or just because I like blue. I put it down on my glass mat and I just smush these on top, pull it off, set it aside to dry. Let them dry overnight. Die cut them any way you want. Don't be limited by die cutting. You can die cut paper with dried paint on it. You can die cut paint skins themselves where you just put the paint on the mat and let it dry. That's a little trickier, so be careful because you can anger your machine, and don't go too detailed. These would not work for a true paint skin. You can die cut fabric. Andrea's been putting fabric through her Xyron machine and then die cutting it. Felt, all kinds of stuff. So get creative, have fun. You might see those on some projects. I might make some more with a darker blue because they don't go with this paper very well. This is what got chosen for my April No Paper Left Behind. It's a Bow Bunny collection that is Art Deco. And Christy Marcotte put a challenge on Instagram with a card sketch. Those of you who watch my channel know I don't really use card sketches. I love them. I get inspired by them. I see the picture, then I forget to use them. I don't have a printer, so it's not front and center for me. I don't print them and tape them to my workspace. So I just forget. I found it kind of challenging, because instead of looking at the objects around me and being inspired, I was looking at a sketch and I couldn't find a stamp that was quite the right size. Anyway, had a great time. If you're not familiar with Christy Marcotte, you need help. She is Christy with a K. She's here on YouTube and Instagram, but on Instagram she has a different name. So Christy Marcotte makes cards typically out of 6x6 pads or kits. She makes a ton of them. She donates them. They are adorable and inspiring. She kind of started the concept of using the entire paper pad, and I watched her do it and thought I could never do that. Or I'd watch her and make 10 cards and then fade out. So it took no paper left behind for me to really get on board, but Christy was the first one that I saw do stuff like that and thought I could do it. And she just doesn't like to waste paper. She's very frugal. She likes to follow through and tidy things up. I imagine that her craft room is so tidy. When I met her somewhere, I was like total fangirl and got my picture taken with her and embarrassed her. But I think she's fabulous. Anyway, that's not what the point of this is. She has a card challenge. I'll link to her channel so you can find her and get to know her if you don't. She's wonderful. If you want to make a lot of cards and you're a printed paper lover, you should know who Christy is. All right. We need a little bit of tough love, people. There is a lot of bad energy out there right now on social media and in videos, and we need to take time and be joyful. And I think this was a perfectly chosen word for me for 2020. If my word had been, I don't know, social or family or something like that, I'd probably be having some problems, right? Because there's some words that some of you may have picked that if they're not about focusing on you, you might have trouble executing them. But anyway, I sent Annie of Annie Creates a card with this sentiment on it, and she really liked it, and I wanted to make sure that the rest of you saw it. This is, Annie, I didn't make it. I didn't think of it. It's from Poetic Rose, a Prima pad. And it says, interrupt anxiety with gratitude. Let it sink in for a minute. You're stressed, you're frustrated, you can't go somewhere, you don't have something, you can't see something, you're going to miss something. Be grateful. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, if you're watching this video, your life is not so bad. All right? You have internet and you have devices and you probably have heat and food and you can find some joy in your day. If you're thinking about crafts, you're doing all right. I think we really need to keep reminding ourselves of that. That's why I've been looking around my house and doing so many projects. That's why my craft room is clean. Haha, that was a joke. Are you guys paying attention? My craft room looks like a tornado hit it. But I'm really looking around and saying, okay, maybe we can just look at this like a gift of time. There's a quote on my wall and somewhere else about time, and I can't remember what it is. It's really good. I'll look it up and I'll put it on the screen. Time is the most precious thing, right? So be grateful that you have time. Be grateful that you aren't out running around wasting it. Think of all the money you're saving. I don't know. Think of something that can help you with joy and gratitude and get there. Watch old movies if you want. Those of you who watch my channel know that we've had an especially hard week, because if you think that staying home is rough, it is a lot harder when you've lost a fur baby. It is unnaturally quiet here. Even Wilson is calm and quiet and almost like he's somewhat sedated. It's not a great time to be home. So I think that you just have to really be grateful and you have to think about it. I'm not saying it's easy, right? And now granted, I'm not trapped at home with a bunch of kids. That might be too much for me. But watch an old movie. Watch your favorite sitcom on Netflix all day long and laugh. Find a comedian that makes you laugh. We watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off the other day. I wouldn't mind watching it again. And I think we're probably going to look through our old DVDs that I know we have. I want to watch Better Off Dead. John Cusack. Yeah, big fan. There's a part in Better Off Dead where him and his sister are having a conversation. And he says something about, why can't you just be in a good mood? And her response is something about, oh sure, I'll just decide to be in a good mood. I can picture the scene. They're standing by the refrigerator, but I don't know the lines. I mean, sometimes there are issues or mental health issues, and I get that. But most of us can just decide. And we can put that out there and share it with other people. So I think we should be doing that. Find some old movies, clean your house, count your blessings. There are all kinds of things to be thankful for. My poor grandma, she said she's running out of reading material. Now, she texted me that on her iPhone. I don't really know how to help her with that. And I'm not sure she has the ability to, if I send her a link, maybe she could see it, but maybe it's too small on her screen. I don't think she has the ability to search in her browser. But girl can text. Her and Siri, they're close. I don't think she knows that she can ask Siri to tell her things either. Let's see, some other updates for the week. I cannot make fun of Noni, my neighbor and friend, anymore for her over shopping. She traveled a lot and lived in a variety of countries. And when we go shopping, she buys 2 of everything. When she buys a device, when she buys a Sidekick, she orders the refill pads for it or finds them with a coupon like the next day. I mean, she doesn't mess around. I am going on record saying I will not make fun of her for that, because she has stuff. She has shared stuff with me. We've been super careful, don't worry. This is a whole new era in my life that I've never been through, and I am so grateful, here we go, that I buy my coffee at Costco. Because we all have our limits, right? Coffee and chocolate. I thought we were going to run out of chocolate. I almost had a meltdown. My husband said, we got enough. And I was like, another month of this. Do you know how much chocolate I'm going to eat? So this month, No Paper Left Behind, as I mentioned, is splendid. And then for Smash That Small Paper Pad, this paper, Lovely Day by my Mind's Eye one. So I'm working on that too. I'm working on my goals. I'm going to try, this seems kind of crazy, but I'm going to try and get my goals done really early this month so I have a couple weeks at the end to goof off. I also have a guest designer thing that I'm doing this month. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you about it, so I'm not going to, but I'm super nervous about that and I'm kind of procrastinating on it. And I keep looking in the box, but I haven't used any of the stuff. So I need to get to work on that. There's all kinds of stuff going on in my craft room. I know some of you, it's hard to craft right now. And if that's the case, but you think it would help you, get out a pack of ephemera and put glitter all over it, or tidy your craft room, or stamp a couple images and color. All of that stuff could really, really help you. Stress isn't good for your immune system anyway, so don't let yourself be all stressed out. I'm thinking of you guys. I appreciate you. So go easy on yourself. Coming up this week, I have a yard tour of my backyard. You're going to see that. I'm going to do a No Paper Left Behind update, and we're going to draw the winner of the journal. So if you haven't entered the journal giveaway using, I think it was from No Paper Left Behind last month, and then I put some more stuff, some more options in there, be sure and enter that. Last time I went to the post office, it was kind of crowded and uncomfortable and stressful, so I'm not sure when I'm actually going to mail that, but let's find out who won so I could prep their boxes, maybe put some goodies in. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing and taking care of yourselves. Bye-bye.